Yep.
Hey everyone, MLive's Brendan Quinn here at Michigan Stadium alongside Wolverines football beat writer Nick Baumgardner after a big old win, 31-0.
Butt kicking, I would say.
That was thorough.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, let's just jump right into it. What does this win mean?
Well, I think, in the here and now for the team, it means they know how good things can go when they, put everything together throughout a week, come out and just, put one on. I mean, they didn't even need to play in the second half. They had this thing won at halftime. I think they now understand what the result is going to be if they have a great week of practice and no slip-ups. And really, more so, and we just talked about it before, they have now gone 4 weeks without taking any steps backward.
Yeah.
They have continued to, push forward. Even if you want to say that there was some things against UNLV that they had the passing game, they still pushed forward in some areas. And this was just another one of those, continue to push forward, continue to understand what you can be. In the grand scheme of things, it's hard to sort of project that, but in the here and now, it's sort of, it's working. This is working. What they're doing is working. Harbaugh said, we're getting into our battle rhythm in that now we just, got to get ready for Monday, got to do it again, got to do it again, got to do it again. And the kids seem to be buying into it, completely. I don't know what it means for the whole season, but for right now, it means that this team is absolutely improving and improving at a pretty rapid rate.
And it's every position group. And
across the board.
I mean, but you have to start with the defense. This unit is getting dangerously close to being talked about
dominant.
As one of the best defenses in the country.
Well, I would think statistically they're probably in the top 5.
I don't know, because we'll find out soon enough what this performance from BYU meant.
Yeah.
In terms of the grind of their non-conference, people are going to talk about that. But it's a decent offense that was averaging 30 points and 430 yards a game, and they just put them in a closet for 3 hours.
BYU could be tired, they could be worn out, but they almost fell under 100 yards.
Yeah.
They had 90 yards with a minute to go. 90 yards. That is pathetic, and that is an embarrassing performance because Michigan just didn't allow them any room to breathe at all. I mean, it was a completely dominating performance from a defense that from top to bottom, and we said this before the year, was filled with guys that have had a ton of experience, and they're sort of maturing right now into a confident spot where, and that's really what it looks like to me, is just oozing confidence kind of across the board. I mean, we saw Jordan Lewis going against a 6'6" receiver and had him on a leash.
Yep.
I mean, the guy had no room to go, and Lewis giving up 8 inches.
Yeah.
I mean, the defense is playing with a swagger and a confidence and an ability that just carries across the entire team. Yeah. Because even if you're on offense and you say, well, okay, that didn't work, whatever. Well, we're not totally screwed because we're probably going to get the ball back here in a minute and a half because this defense is playing at that where they should be playing, and that's kind of carrying them.
There was one play early first quarter. Jordan Lewis lined up against Mitch Matthews, giving up 8 inches.
8 inches, which is just
Lewis
think about that.
Got right up in his chest, shut him down the whole route. He just stole his lunch and didn't give it back to him the whole day, and that just set the tone, I think, for not just that play, but a bunch of incidents like that. Last thing, on the offensive side, it's starting to look to me like Jake Rudock and Davion Smith are proving that as long as everyone else does their jobs, the receivers do their job, the offensive line, most importantly, does their job, that they are capable enough of being a workable unit that, in combination with that defense, can get the job done.
Rudock plays like that every week, and they get the performances from everyone else. They'll have no problems. Yeah. That's exactly what they need him to do. Don't turn the football over. He did a great job today of not forcing throws, which were his problem. It seemed to be the problems earlier with the interceptions. Pulled it down, ran, used that as a check down, whatever. Just didn't put them in awful situations. That's how you want him to play. If he plays like that, they're not going to have too many issues. If Davion plays like that, not going to have too many issues. If he's running, and you saw the 60-yard run where his legs just don't stop and he continues to churn, if he continues to do that, he'll be fine. The biggest thing is this team physically, from a physical, upfront standpoint, it's night and day from what it was against Utah. They're confident, they're hitting people, and they're playing with a physicality that we've never seen. This group over the last 2 or 3 years, we've never seen anything like it from them. And I think they're starting to understand it.
Starting to play like some bad dudes, but I circle that Northwestern game. I think that's
long way to go. Yeah,
they can really they'll be able to kind of show it against the team.
The bigger thing is
some matching physicality. Got to go to Maryland first.
Every game has been a step forward, and it seems like every day, in some capacity, is maybe we got an inch better today or a mile better today, but it seems like every day is one step in the right direction, and that is.
It's like there's a box to check off.
How you draw it up.
Yep. Well, that will be it for today. Nick and I will be back on Monday from Jim Harbaugh's weekly press conference. Until then, thanks for watching, as always.